have a goal for Pennsylvania. You know, in the last 8 years with the leadership or lack thereof that we've had in Harrisburg, we really haven't had a goal, a mission. Where do we want to take Pennsylvania? And I don't know about you, but I love Pennsylvania. I was born right here in Philadelphia. I only lived here for a year. Okay? And when I first started campaigning, you probably remember this, when I first started campaigning in '04, and I say I was born in Philadelphia, everybody asked me where I went to high school. I wasn't a child prodigy. But where were you baptized was next, right? Our Lady of Lourdes right down there in Overbrook, not that far from here, okay? Then we moved to Harrisburg and moved to Pittsburgh, and I've gotten to know all of Pennsylvania. And I understand one thing the governor has to do is he's got to be the governor for all of Pennsylvania, for everybody. Everybody, you've heard me talk about the high unemployment rate that we have here, the high spending, a 40% increase in the budget, 40% increase in the debt. You heard me talk about some in Harrisburg thinking it's their money and not yours. Those are all very good reasons. But the prime reason is that 25% of our children who are born and educated, raised here in Pennsylvania, leave to go to another state because there's better opportunities there. And we owe them the opportunity to stay here in Pennsylvania. By making ourselves competitive with the other states, by lowering our taxes, lowering our costs, by bringing legal reform. Yes, that word means tort reform to Pennsylvania. If we do that, we're going to keep our doctors here. You know we need to keep our doctors here. My doctor told me this a couple of years ago. Another doctor recently here in Philadelphia told me the same thing. In fact, he gave me an opinion. I don't have it with me, unfortunately. It says 4%. You know what that means? 4% of the practicing physician population in Pennsylvania is under the age of 40. Who's going to take care of the next generation? Only 4% of the under 40 population is staying here in Pennsylvania with those doctors. They're all leaving. They're going to places like Texas where they got tort reform. They have doctors waiting to come into Texas. Well, that would be nice to do it here. We've got great medical schools here in Pennsylvania. They're coming, they're getting trained here, and they're leaving. They grow up here, and they leave. We want them to stay here. It's also going to help business. You bring legal reform to Pennsylvania, the businesses in Pennsylvania will have another reason to stay here. You lower the taxes, they'll have another reason to start here and stay here. You help them with research and development. We can grow the new businesses in Pennsylvania. We have great new businesses down here, the life sciences, the biotech, the pharmaceuticals. We want them to stay here. We don't want them to go somewhere else. You know, New Jersey's got a pretty good pharmaceutical business. I'd like them to come across the river. I want to compete with Governor Christie, compete with New Jersey, and get those people here. And I know with the beauty that we have in the state, with the resources we have in the state, we can do it. And speaking of resources, we are, without a doubt, the second largest energy field in the world. Think about it. When you take into consideration our coal and the clean coal technology that we now have, the natural gas with Marcellus Shale, the nuclear, the wind, solar, our water, and our timber, without a doubt, we are the #1 energy field in the world. Our goal there is to make ourselves energy independent of the Mideast. We can go right here in Pennsylvania. We can form our own energy policy. We can't get it down in Washington. We don't know the need. We're going to do it here in Pennsylvania.